All right, let's get right into it. Are you ready to hear the real story about testosterone? Because in this quick explainer, I'm going to share a secret that can help you tackle low T. And trust me, it's probably not what you're expecting.
So what is this big secret anyway? We're always told it's about what you do, the supplements you take, the weights you lift. But what if I told you the most important factor isn't about what you add to your life, but what you take away?
You know, think of it like this. All the common advice tells you to add more stuff. More zinc, more vitamin D, more gym time. And look, those things can help a little, but it's like pouring water into a bucket that's full of holes. The real secret? You gotta patch the holes first by getting rid of the things that are actively destroying your testosterone.
And that really gets to the heart of the issue, right? Why doesn't the usual advice seem to work for so many guys? Well, it's because while things like zinc and vitamin D are helpful, they're completely outgunned by bigger, more powerful enemies working against you.
I mean, let's be real. Does any of this sound a little too familiar? A sex drive that's not what it used to be. Feeling tired all the time. That stubborn belly fat that just won't leave. Or maybe you're hitting the gym hard but not seeing any real muscle gains. These are all classic red flags that your testosterone is under attack.
So what's really going on behind the scenes? Well, it turns out there are 3 hidden enemies. 3 specific hormones that are basically staging a coup inside your own body with the single goal of crushing your testosterone.
First up, we've got insulin. Every time you eat a bunch of sugar or refined carbs, your insulin spikes. And when insulin is high, it tells your body to go into storage mode, not building mode. That signal directly shuts down the factory that produces your testosterone.
Then there's enemy number 2, cortisol, aka the stress hormone. Now, a little bit of stress is okay, but that constant day-in, day-out stress, it keeps your cortisol sky high. And here's the thing, your body uses the same raw materials to make both cortisol and testosterone. So when you're always stressed, your body prioritizes making cortisol. It's basically hijacking the assembly line and stealing the parts you need for testosterone.
And that brings us to the main villain, the final boss, estrogen. You see, while insulin and cortisol are definitely bad guys, estrogen is in a whole other league. When a man's estrogen levels go up, his testosterone doesn't just dip, it absolutely tanks. This is the one we really need to focus on.
All right, let's put this guy under the microscope. How in the world does estrogen get so out of control in a man's body? And why is it, without a doubt, the #1 threat to your masculine hormones?
And you might be wondering, where is all this estrogen even coming from? Well, get this. It's hiding in plain sight, all over our modern diet. We're talking processed foods, cheap cooking oils, even non-organic animal products. Certain farming practices, for instance, can introduce compounds that mess with your hormones right into the food we eat.
And here's the really sneaky part. It's not just about eating unhealthy food. Many of these foods contain chemicals that get into your system and act like little estrogen imposters. They mimic the hormone perfectly, creating the exact same testosterone-crushing effect.
Oh, but it doesn't stop there. The rabbit hole goes deeper. We're talking about GMO soy products, which are famously estrogenic, and this one's a big one, even the plastic containers you keep your leftovers in, or the plastic water bottles you drink from. Chemicals from the plastic can actually leach into your food and water, wreaking havoc on your hormones.
Okay, so that's all the stuff coming from the outside. But here's the kicker. What if I told you the most dangerous estrogen factory isn't in a lab somewhere? It's actually inside your own body. Yeah, this is where things get serious. So how does your body literally betray you? It's a simple and devastating 4-step process. First, any extra body fat you're carrying around is home to a special enzyme. That enzyme is called aromatase, and its one and only mission is to hunt down your valuable testosterone, and then, zap, it converts it directly into estrogen. Your own fat becomes a non-stop machine for killing your testosterone.
And this is exactly why you can't just lift your way out of this problem. The real command center, the place where you win or lose this entire war, isn't the gym, it's your liver. Your liver is responsible for cleaning out all this excess estrogen. If it's not working at 100%, you've already lost.
Okay, so we know the enemy. We know where it's hiding. Now, how do we fight back? How do we shut down this estrogen invasion and help our liver do its job? Let's get to the game plan.
Let's talk about your new best friends. This is your anti-estrogen toolkit. Cruciferous veggies like cabbage, broccoli, spinach, and radish, these are absolute superstars.
Then you've got mushrooms, any kind will do, and high-quality extra virgin olive oil. These are your primary weapons.
So what's their superpower? How do they actually work? Well, these specific foods contain compounds that directly block that aromatase enzyme we just talked about. They literally stop the conversion process in its tracks. It's like sending in a special ops team to shut down that internal estrogen factory for good.
Now, on the flip side, what's one of the biggest things you really want to avoid? Soy. Get this, something like 95% of the soy out there is genetically modified and just loaded with estrogenic compounds. If you're chugging soy protein shakes at the gym, you could be shooting yourself in the foot. So let's boil this all down. Your action plan is super simple. Just 3 steps. Number 1, support your liver with all those amazing anti-estrogenic foods. Number 2, ditch the saboteurs, the processed junk, the bad oils, the plastics. And number 3, whenever you can, just choose real, organic, unprocessed food. That's it. It's that straightforward.
And there you have it. The knowledge is yours now. The power is in your hands. So my question to you is this. Looking at everything we just covered, what is the one single change you're going to make starting today to take back control and start winning this fight for your testosterone?